Welcome to Momentum Monday. Howard, where you located right now?
Yeah, it's very top secret, Ivan. I'm hidden away in a hotel in New York. Can you tell?
Yeah, we can see that.
And
How much are you paying per night?
I may or may not be wearing pants. Well, if you were to guess, if I was wearing pants right now, based on this look, what do you
Yes, you are. Wait, we have kids watching that show.
Okay. That made Ivan laugh. That's not bad. So, Ivan, are you coming home?
Yes, I'm coming home
I miss you.
this Thursday. I'm flying back.
And how do you get back from Bulgaria to San Diego? Does someone smuggle you into Western Europe first?
I mean, I first I call Elon Musk, and then he helps me with his tunnels. So.
Okay, so you tunnel over to what is the closest free country nearby where they accept freedom?
I always go through Canada, so that's it.
Okay, Ivan's not playing. Ivan, let's see. Is there chaos outside? Just let me see what's outside in Bulgaria. Let me just pull up your blinds. Let's see what we see.
There's not much to see from my window, but okay, here you go.
Here we go, Bulgaria. Everybody, be careful. Cover your eyes.
I don't know why is this thing not opening. Oh, this way. Here you go.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
It's you cannot see there is a beautiful mountain in the background, but you cannot see it right now because it's a little cloudy. But
that looks like they're making a lot of coal there in Bulgaria.
No, there's no coal. It's just like Colorado.
Coal. Okay, I've never been to Bulgaria. See, now I can feel like I've been to Bulgaria. I think that's very important. I can cross it off.
The food is amazing. So
the food is amazing. What have you been eating? Beets? What do you have there? Beets and potatoes?
A lot of yogurt, feta cheese, meat. That is really good. And just in general, the fruits and the vegetables taste better than in the US.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I am. We're excited to have you back in the U.S., where I think the internet's worse. I think we actually have better internet from Bulgaria.
Yeah, exactly. It's faster.
So it is Momentum Monday. The markets are closed today. MLK Day. God bless. I'll admit that I'm surprised. The glitch seems to be behind us. Ivan, I continue to always be surprised by the markets. I'm glad I don't have any shorts on. And to be honest, from where we were a month ago, very few people would have predicted a straight back action. So what do you see?
Well, very few people expected the significant sell-off at the end of December, and then of course very few people accepted the major and powerful snapback. And now we're back in that previous box, which was 280 to 260. And I think that just judging by how the market responds to the latest earnings reports, there is some more room, maybe up until the 200-day moving average, where most likely we'll see some more significant resistance and a pullback of some form. But as of right now, it's the mostly bullish setups is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing breakouts. I mean, they're not like big breakouts. We're not really seeing significant follow through, but we're seeing a lot more long setups than short setups.
So there's two strategies. There's obviously down at the bottom, Ivan, you were swing long. I've been trading a little bit from the long side, but until we get as a trend follower, my long-term strategies, which I like to be above the 200-day. But on the individual stock side, I would say constructively, a lot of stocks are already back above the 50 and 200-day. It may take the averages a little longer to get there, but this is lovely to see. I try not to think about the macro. The stocks will be stocks. So that's the S&P. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq and the small caps, Ivan, and then we'll get into individual names.
Yeah, the picture there is similar. I think that the Nasdaq has room until 170 before it encounters a more substantial resistance. I mean, I'm not saying it will be a straight line up. Well, I mean, we'll have up and down days, but overall, the trend is up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Russell 2000, which are small caps, they have more room to go.
Driven a lot by banks too, and that's why they've lagged, I would say. But back above their 50-day, the 200-day seems to, and that's the regional banks, the 200-day there seems to be sloping down. So anyways, we're not in the clear, but at the same time, a nice recovery, and the markets just didn't want to, there was a lot of people that flipped bearish. We flipped.
It's a trading market. I wouldn't call this market a good market for long-term trend followers, just because we are under the declining 200-day, but it's a swing traders market.
Yeah, let's talk about a few ideas. Let's talk about a few. Let's get into a few stocks. One stock that's interesting is that I on StockTwits I'm trading right now is Chegg, CHGG. So this is one of the first to break out. I don't know if it'll, I'm doing a lot of work on this right now just to say this is not a new break. I liken this to Etsy. It's kind of like if you look at the monthly, it was a hot VC company back in the day. It was a disaster of an IPO at 8, drifted all the way down to $3. So I look at it kind of like an Etsy. I'm just not sure because it's an e-commerce kind of subscription now platform for students and for textbooks and everything. So if we go back to the daily, it's one of the first stocks to break out to all-time highs. It was one of the strongest stocks through the correction. So I tested a small position here. Earnings have just been every quarter going up. So that was the first little test that I've had, even though the averages are below the 200-day moving average, the stock broke out. And anything you seeing? I think the sleep stocks, Ivan, are great, and it makes sense in an attention world, ResMed and there's a new one, Inspiron, INSP.
Oh yeah, INSP.
I think you traded it. I'm watching it. I'm trying to do as much work on it. The sleep PAP machines did not work for me. So ResMed's easier for me to own, but this Inspire Medical Systems, you can see not profitable yet over there, but massive increase, massive reduction in losses. America's getting, the trends are incredible. I haven't used this product and I'm asking some sleep doctors about it, but these sleep apnea machines continue to get better and better. America gets fatter and fatter and older. And, that is forming a beautiful base in this space. Have you followed this at all? But this is on my watch list and one.
Oh yeah, I mean, I traded this one in the past couple of weeks. It's been really strong. Yeah.
Yeah, good swing trade. I know you caught Canopy Growth too on the weed side.
Yes, we did. It was a great trade.
What? I didn't see that. I mean, that was a swing trade. What were you seeing?
We entered right here on that breakout above 30. Well, I saw. First of all, I saw some other marijuana stocks breaking out.
Wait a minute. I think you should use the word weed. How did you just say marijuana?
Marijuana.
So wait a minute. Bulgarians say marijuana just like Mexicans. Very interesting. So you should consider coming in through Mexico, not Canada, when you come home, and picking up marijuana.
By the time I get there will be a wall. So.
Okay, so you played a swing trade there, Ivan, for subscribe.
So I'm sharing my thought process. Yes, that's what I did. First of all, I saw that the cannabis sector was strong. I saw some breakouts in the sector. TRY was breaking out, and then I saw the rage contraction in canopy right here. You see a few days of tight rage contraction, and 30 is a major area of support before, and then resistance later. And then I knew that STZ Constellation brand bought about 50% of CGC above 30 in the low 30s. So I thought that was a good bet to risk a couple dollars here and just buy that breakout above 30, and then the stock just kept running.
Are you in the stock still or no?
No, we're out.
Okay. But that was one for your subscriber. That was a nice trade. Some people were calling me, so that's a nice trade. What? All right. So I'm not following weed here with those charts, but
the gold sector has been very hot at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, it got sold off a lot in the last quarter of 2018, and then we saw a quick 40% bounce in the past few weeks.
All right, nice call. That's what we call a swing trade. All right, let's get back to some leading names. Let's go to the Momentum 50.
Yeah, I mean, Momentum 50, we have. It's a very. It has a good variety. We still have a lot of enterprise software names. We have some retailers. We have some medical equipment stocks.
Yeah, a lot of our names continue to work.
Very interesting. ATTU last week it broke out, went up 25%. VCell it currently looks ready to break out. It's a biotech stock. Let me show you the chart.
Yeah, PayPal and Alarm. This Alarm has been on our list quite a while, up in and out.
And look at this consolidation near 52-week highs. A few days of tight range closes, and
yeah, I wish I knew something about this space. But if you feel comfortable, if you're a follower here, you know a little something about this space, do some work. On VCell. This Alarm has been in and out of our SL50 for a while, broke out again. Again, all these application software and I mean, that's hard to resist. It's hard to resist. It was such a tough tape for that to quickly come out and take out all-time highs. Okta, Twilio, the same thing. I'm sticking with my enterprise software companies, and wow. So there is stuff working. It is the same stuff that was working, and which makes you think that was just a wild kind of like glitch / panic in December. Here's Lululemon. Yeah, Fashology has made a quick rebound. If we look at Nike as well, didn't expect to see it. I mean, it looked like death a month or so ago. And, this is why certain companies, my 8 to 80 brands, I don't like to trade them. You have to be respectful of trends. Why Under Armour, Ivan?
No, I just wanted to.
Yeah, I think they lose. Yeah, I'm giving up on that. But Lulu and Nike were looking deathly. Obviously they had great runs. Looked like with the China problems and politically here, but technology meets fashion is winning. I think with Lulu, which I don't own at the moment, but is one of my 8 to 80 brands. I got stopped out along the way, but I think if you look at Lulu, they figured out many things. They figured out malls by opening near Apple. They figured out 12 seasons. There's new clothes every season. I can wash and wear this stuff to meetings. It just kind of serves a purpose for this next generation. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's the 1%ers or the 5%ers, but the margins are incredible. And while I believe there will be more 30% pullbacks as we saw, quick pullbacks, missed seasons, missed quarters. This company, with its distribution and with what it stands for, is riding a megatrend. Same with Nike. As technology meets fashion. It turned out to be, a pretty nasty 20, almost 20, 86, 25% decline. Did not expect it to recoup, but I'm glad I've held on here, and I don't know, just looks fantastic. Anything you're looking at, Ivan?
I mean, there's so many setups right now in the market,
right,
which could be a good thing or a bad thing. And I mean, I mentioned Vissel that is setting up. Last week we saw some interesting breakouts in Beat, so which is pulling back now a little bit. Let's see, it's building a new base. This one was
biotech's obviously hit or miss, but there's a lot of them. Amgen continues to set up. It's been very wild as it hits new highs. Amgen's in a little bit. There's rumors that it wants to buy Bristol Myers, but if we pull up Amgen, which is a leading biotech, it's trying. It's definitely had a few shakeouts in the last year, but boy, if it can close above this 206, 207 on a weekly, I mean, that could see $300 very quickly. So that's on my list to watch.
This one is interesting. In Vita, it's setting up a breakout above 15. Could probably quickly send it to 18.
Medical and then Exact Sciences. So so this whole sector.
Those two are looking beautiful for next week, even if you're just a swing trader.
Smaller cap, billion-dollar company, not making money. These are the reasons I just personally avoid these, the ones that aren't making money. I just have no sense. But I look at Exact Sciences and I go, wow. It's done everything to shake me. It's shaken me out a couple times, right? This is a company that truly makes sense to me, because they're solving a problem. I keep putting off going in for the what do you call it when you go colonoscopy, and this really is kind of a colonoscopy in a box.
It looks amazing, the chart. I don't know much about the company, but the chart looks amazing. I mean, if it breaks up 80,
it's amazing a few times before, and it seems to move correlated with the market. The market pulled back, but it quickly came back, and it's on my list to try again. I think I'm going to, if the S&P, here's my thoughts. If the S&P remains below its 200-day moving average, I'll just take half or quarter positions in some of these. You just can't. There's too many good setups in biotech and software. Then I'm going to do that. What about you? And you're just swing trading, so I know.
I keep taking setups.
So let's talk about our product. We've had a huge influx of people. Let's talk about what we're offering. So Ivan and I, do different things. We think the same way, but we execute differently. Ivan sits in front of Ivan doesn't have as many. His day job is Market Wisdom. So Ivan runs a site, Market Wisdom. I've decided to bring back Peloton, which is a once a month, well thought through idea in strong markets, obviously. So I'm not making a move yet this month, but well thought out theme and catalyst that I look for. 3 to 4 times risk reward. People can trade an option based on what I do, but I generally buy stocks only, long only, and help people build a portfolio over 10 to 15 stock ideas a year. And it's easy to follow along, very transparent in terms of when we start. Last year was a tremendous year. I tried it. I was unhappy with the way it was being marketed. It was a third-party marketer. And so we decided to team up, Ivan and I. Ivan really runs this site. He runs it like a magician and a mentor. I will write once or twice a month with my idea and cover the 8 to 80 stocks for our subscribers. And what are we offering, Ivan?
Oh, in addition to what you just mentioned, we also offer the Momentum 50 list, which is just
where we shop. This is our mall.
It's a great time saver. It's such a great idea generator for people that have some experience. They just come and get some great ideas from there and just trade it or invest in them on their own. And we also offer my own swing trade ideas, which are typically the holding period is anywhere between a few days to a few weeks, depending on the setup and on the market. We usually do partial exits along the way. I offer daily analysis of the market, which helps with market timing, risk management, just idea generation. I send usually one email after the market closes, and you can get caught up with the market in like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. So we always advise mentoring. If you like us and want us to do it for you, I think it's worked out great for hundreds of people so far. And it's pretty simple to follow. We do trends. We follow long-term trends. Ivan swings within those trends, and I'm looking for stocks that can triple and quadruple over 3 to 5 years. They involve my ideas involve a little more. I would call it patience and drawdown. But it's easy to find me on the internet and chat with me about our ideas. But I like to keep it simple over the course of a year with 10 to 15 stocks in a good market. So it'll be easy to follow along. And it's I don't know, how much is it, Ivan?
Oh, it's either $99 a month or it could be $79 a month if you get an annual subscription.
Yeah, and just a reminder for people that followed me on the Peloton at Agora that just hit me up for a code for a discount for a yearly sign up. Okay, and then Ivan, what markets are closed today? You're back next week in San Diego.
I'm back on Thursday, finally.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope the rains have stopped. So I'm just coming, and the weather will be amazing.
Yeah, the weather's supposedly great. It's freezing in New York.
San Diego.
I will be back in Phoenix next week, but then LA. I'm just traveling on the West Coast next. So I've been in New York this week. Let's take a look. So you're looking at the momentum phase. Let's just take a look at the magic of getting this. One new name, as you said, was Invita. But look at Twilio, 38 weeks. This is what we're looking for. We want to find stocks that we can hold for 26 to 72 to 90 weeks. Here's Twilio.
Yeah. This is the 39th week actually on the list.
Yeah. And we've caught this whole ride. If you follow me, and we're still long. It only takes 1 or 2 of these a year to make your year, as long as you're consistently taking your losses. I think Twilio is quietly building a giant company. I mean, it's not a small company. It's already close to. I'm just trying to look at the market cap. The market cap is
10 billion.
Yeah, it's 10 billion. I think this is on pace to be a 30 to 50 billion dollar company with acquisitions over the next year. They've got this core product. Great companies continue to add products. I think Twilio, as it deals with e-commerce and corporate America, can now, as they did with SendGrid, can tuck in many products and be a giant supplier to corporate America and individuals smaller companies focused on e-commerce. So I think, we talk about Etsy as well, more of a marketplace. I got to think at some point, Facebook or Shopify or Amazon on weakness will buy these companies. So when we're looking for companies with catalysts, these are the things that I look for in my service that I'll offer. We're trying to find companies that can double or triple, but we also know that as they get cheaper in a bad market, that there's buyers for these companies, and they have many levers to pull to make their numbers, and they're growing. As you can see with Etsy, growing their earnings. So So we'll wrap it up. Ivan, safe travels, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.